In this project, we're going to start with this cube here, and I'm going to cut it in half and then delete half of the vertices so we only have a half a cube. Then I'm going to add a modifier, which is going to be a mirror modifier, and then I'll subdivide that again with the loops cutter, and then I'll add a couple of more, kind of get a pretty good basic idea what I'm doing here. Didn't take long. We're making a little ship, as you can see here. Now this here is only about a dozen faces here. When we change that into about 50,000 faces after numerous cuts, we come up with something like this. Now, everything you see here, except for the sails and the mast and the cannons, was made out of a single cube that was loop cut and subdivided thousands of times until I could get the ship just the way I wanted it. Then I took a cylinder and made the masts. Then I took a plane and made the sails. And then another cube and a cylinder to make all the cannons, and duplicated them, put them all on the ship here. And that's for one of the main scenes, this ship here. But there's more scenes than that. We have another scene on an island here. So you see, we got the ocean, the island. And then right here, this little teeny little thing here is the ship. It's a low poly version of it. And that, like I say, is scene 2. There's another scene. Actually, the first scene is this one here, which is a room. And we have a bottle sitting on a table. That window back there, can't see through it, needs to be glass. It needs to be transparent and reflect this light. And this bottle here has to be transparent also, because we need to see what's inside it. And what we have inside is, let's see, we got us a ship sitting in water. So we need to make this transparent and add all the other textures and an environment texture, and then we can get on with the old story here of the pirate and the raider. Let's go.
This here pirate's tale is a strange one indeed. It be the truth, though. It be the whole truth about how the greatest of all the pirate ships to ever sail the 7 seas, the Raider herself, came to be trapped right here in this wretched little bottle. Strange tale indeed. It started many a year ago, you see, when we finished a whole year's of raiding. And the Raider herself was as full as she could be, with gold and jewels and other treasure. It was an easy year's work, we thought. Seemed like we hardly had to do anything. Then the captain said, "Let's pull up and get some fresh water and some food at the island that we had for a hideout." So away we went to the island, and there we stopped to take on water and food. Now the captain had the whole crew go ashore to refresh ourselves, you see. And while we were gone, the captain himself sailed away with the Raider and all the treasure to himself. long after he sailed away, another ship came by and rescued the whole crew. And for the next couple of years, we chased him down. We searched everywhere for Captain Dillon. Why, that evil man took all the treasure to himself. We looked all over for him and never could we find him. And then we found out how he was able to sail the ship itself. He was able to find him a witch, and the witch put a curse or a spell upon the ship that it could sail itself if the captain was aboard. And then he left us. Why, the captain and the witch together had changed the Raider into a ghost ship, you see. It could sail itself, and even when it pulled up against other ships, and didn't need cannonballs or gunpowder, or even a crew to shoot the cannons. It was evil, you see, pure evil. We needed to stop him. But how? There was only one thing we could do, and that was to find the witch. And when we found her, we gave her all the gold we had to break the curse. She said, "What do you want me to do?" We said, "Bottle him up somewhere where we can get to him." That's how he ended up, in a bottle, you see. Well, all the gold is nothing more than a pinch of gold dust to us, because he's so tiny. To this day, if you put your ear up to the bottle, you can hear him in there, Captain Dillon, laughing at us. Ah, pure evil he is.